What's going on, buddy boyos? We are live. Welcome to another episode of Wednesday Night WINsday. In this stream, we kick back, relax, listen to some fucking smooth beats. Just chill, my dudes. Yeah, we're gonna have a good stream today. Maybe be like an hour and a half long stream. Who knows? Maybe even 2 hours long. I'm gonna give you guys a good show today, and yeah, we're gonna hang out together, and have some fucking fun, right? We got 2 people in the chat so far. Let me hit the music real quick. Let's get started with the music. Oh, I heard that. Oh my god. I don't have any water next to me right now. I need to get some water at some point. Oh my god. We're here. We're live. We're alive still. Somehow we're still doing it, dude. Don't know how, but we're still alive. Pepe turned himself into a Porsche. He did. In Chini. He turned himself into a pickle. I'm Pickle Rick. I'm Pickle Rick. Oh my god. Rick and Morty. You must be really intelligent to watch Rick and Morty, my dude. Here and ready to go. What's up, Minty Fresh? What's up, dude? I'm gonna watch this later night here. Come on, certified curry sale. Let's stay online, dude. Who gives a fuck? Stay up all night, dude. It is not nighttime where you're at. You lying motherfucker, man. Just lying his ass off right now. How's everybody been since the last stream, since Sunday? It's only been, what, 3 days? 2-3 days, yeah. Oh shit. God, I've been on a binge of watching a lot of Barbarossa's old content. That dude was like way ahead of his time. He was obviously a MGTOW guy, but I think he started off as like an MRA, then he went MGTOW either way. But he's his content was really good. I cannot believe how it was like almost 10 years ago at this point, almost 11 years now since he made his first video. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, that dude had a lot of a good content and good ideas about, you know, and a lot of the stuff just still applies today, really. So yeah, just like overall good content to watch. One of the things he talked about that kind of got me thinking was and this is something that I got from Sergeant Willie Pete, who was talking about this stuff as well. And he basically always talks about the money being the primary reason why women stuck around, and it kind of puts a lot of holes in my argument about morals being you know, I think I've been saying it, but I haven't fully embraced what I was saying when I was saying that like women don't have morals or women love evil. I think I need to expand that to mean like, yeah, like I need to accept that whole cloth or whole hook, line, and sinker, right? At the end of the day, he was right in that video he made. Barbar was right in that video where he talked about how he even has the data to back it up, where all these trad societies, the moment women become independent of their men financially or resource wise, they stop being trad. The women immediately go into a state of effectively wanting to there's no the marriage rate drops, the birth rate drops, like all these things drop the moment women have the ability to make their own money, acquire their own resources, and basically they no longer need men to need men for food, water, shelter, all the basic things. And it's very true. That's it puts a big hole in the whole like trad argument of like, oh, if the women were just trad, you could tame them. And it's like, nah, dude. I think it's way more basic than that. I think it really does come down to at this point, I'm not saying like morals don't matter, but to some extent when you actually look at the data, they really don't matter. It appears as if women are kept more in check by the fact that they could starve than they could by the fact that there's some sky daddy in the sky making them do it. Just true. And he had a lot of good data and a backup to back up his claim. So yeah, I think I was wrong on that one. But I think either way, I've been saying that for a while, and I just haven't accepted it really. So, but yeah, you kind of have to accept it. I think that the idea that like women are picking moral and a good men is like really is a lie. They never have. They've always picked the men who have the biggest stick, right? The most resources, the fastest car, the most money, all these things. So yeah, it's just the reality of the situation. So yeah, money does matter. Does matter a lot more than I maybe I give it a credit for, or at least a resources do. It's basically like I was also reading that one guy, Omega Version Revolt. He had a good post. It wasn't really a good post, but I would say it was an interesting post he had about a civilization, and a civilization was basically or is basically the what it does is that it simultaneously tames both men and women. Obviously, stream is laggy. It is laggy. I don't know. Huh? Stream is laggy. Um, I'm not seeing any connection issues on my end, which is weird. Let me for me at least. Maybe it's you. You want to destroy civilization, allow women to be completely liberated. Pragmatic approach is the perception I will adopt. Yeah, you kind of have to at this point. But as I was saying though, God, what the fuck was that on again? What was I talking about? Fuck, I lost train of thought. Talking about women having their own money, and then I was talking about it's laggy for me too. Huh. I don't know what to do to fix that. I did have a hard time getting the stream to start. Maybe it's that. I don't want to have a laggy ass fucking stream though. That's the problem. No, Loving Evil was I already talked about that earlier. Same thing about Loving Evil, and I think I finished that one earlier. Good now. Oh, it's good now. Okay, good shit. Yeah, as I was saying though, it just definitely seems like I'll just finish off and on another point. It definitely seems like this oh yeah, I was talking about a civilization and the bargain that it was. Civilization was effectively it's a mechanism to tame both men and women. It can somewhat tame a female hypergamy to some extent, but it never truly tames that. But it's really good at taming men though. It's really good at taking the worst aspects of quote unquote male behavior and making it either productive or removing it all together. For women, though, women's hypergamy can never be checked. It can only be put in. It can only be it can be checked for a time, but it's never truly checked. Right? Women are always looking for a better deal, no matter what. Whereas men will be happy with whatever you give them to some extent. And beyond that, men's worst aspects, which will be raping and murdering people, are typically kept in check with civilization, right? And in Omega Version Revolt's post, he basically said that the desire to see humanity go back to a more primitive state in time is actually detrimental to the incel or to the to men to men as a men as a whole. And his argument was that a civilization, because it keeps people in check, effectively, when you don't have a civilization, it's basically going to end up in a situation where the quote unquote the caveman Chad is now he can use the worst aspects of male nature to just dominate over all men and then have a huge fucking harem of women anyway. So either way, Chad wins, right? Like Chad, he either kills you and takes your women in a more primitive society, or Chad in a civilization society, in a civilized society rather, he's able to just use women's hypergamy against them, and then he has another harem of women. So either way, Chad wins. It seems like he went in the middle ground though. There's a healthy middle ground where like enough men get a bargain where like, hey, I have enough. I'm getting I have a wife now, and all other men have wives now, so enough of us can reproduce. So it seems like the middle ground is all we really have. in any extreme, your most men are fucked. Is what it seems like to me. I might even read that post on the post on stream actually. We got some comments here. Pyramid is stupid. Grim demographic decline doesn't happen immediately. Yeah, I don't know. He was raging hard after that last conversation we had, and he was so fucking weird. He's such a weird dude. He was raging really hard. He was like, I don't like the way you talk to me during that last stream. Like you're on my stream, buddy boy. I don't give a fuck. Like, and beyond that, I still don't believe it. Like when I look up Germany's population pyramid, it's crazy how bad it is. Like it's unbelievably horrible. Like that demographic pyramid is not a like there wasn't even a baby blip in where he said there was. It was literally just like a flat line of no birth, bro. Like I don't know what he's talking about. And then when he tries to compare it to the white population in America, but I'm pretty sure, without even looking at the data, that there are more white people. I think he even said this on stream that there are more white people in or maybe he said Gen Z is has a bigger white population of Gen Z in Germany than they would in America. But I don't think that could even be true either, because like America just flat out has a bigger population than Germany, from what I know. And maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe someone can correct me on that shit. But from what I remember, I think Germany has a smaller population than America by like just by the fact of like America being a huge country. So I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he was on about last stream, but yeah, it was fucking weird. What's up, Finley? What's up, dude? Do you have Finley? You don't have a wrench. Here's a wrench, buddy boy. Here's a wrench. You've been here long enough. Add a standard moderator. There you go, buddy. You'll work your way up to the top. Jack Nickelback. What moderator are you? You're a standard mod. I'm gonna make you into a higher tier mod. Now you're a managing moderator, Jack Nickelback. You're a managing moderator. Congratulations, buddy boyo. Society will never destroy evil because women keep fucking it. Lambs of law. Based. Fucking phenomenal post. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me at meet time. Meet to what the fuck? Everyone agrees. All right, what do you say, buddy? Base stream. What's up, Finley? Rom Will said, it's your personality, bro. Women are hypergamous. Man, what the fuck, dude? I don't know how you could possibly believe that shit, bro. Women are not hypergamous. I mean, Ron believes some weird shit, bro. I don't know what he's talking about. Like, he's literally saying the opposite of what like the rest of the manosphere, and I think he's trying to like differentiate himself from that shit. He's like, yeah, if I say the opposite of what they say, people are going to come at me. It's like, nah, bro. Like, just because you're contrarian doesn't mean you're right. It doesn't mean you're a contrarian. Like, in fact, you might even be more fucking wrong than the people who are just toting the party line, right? I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. Damn, that's based. It's over for Vladimir Self. China refused to recognize Donbass and Crimea as Russian. Of course they aren't going to. China's not stupid, dude. China has to like ride the line. And Vladimir Self. It's literally never began. The invasion was retarded from the start. China is not trying to follow them. Yeah. You let Pyramid on the stream too long on Sunday. I gotta control him a little better, honestly. That dude is I don't know, he's kind of annoying. He really is like he's like the ultimate Spurg. Like, you know, there's people I don't have one that much anymore. Like Straight, I never let Straight on anymore because Straight's too fucking spurgy. There's Straight. Black Ronin kind of got annoying sometimes, but at least he was somewhat cool. He had good information to bring on. But Pyramid, bro, oh my god, like he's like basically just a local lolcow for me to bring on to get some lols out. But other than that, yeah, that dude's he's kind of weird, dude. How to say it, dude? He's a weird motherfucker. Pyramid is a Third Reich, though. Yeah, he probably is. Like he even told me in that post. I might even read it here. Let me go to my Discord real quick. Give me a sec. Kind of funny because he actually said this on in Discord. What did he say? He said, "Yo, I didn't like that you dissed Clown me on stream." I'm like, okay, I didn't say anything back. I haven't responded to this at all. I'm gonna show you with data and charts that Germany is better for whites. I don't know what that means though. Like, the problem with Pyramid is that he never actually like specifies what he means by better. Like, what do you mean by better? America is and always was a white country. America does not give a shit about the birth rate of black single moms and Honduran migrants. Then why does it bother counting them, Pyramid? What's the point? If it didn't care about them, it wouldn't even bother counting them. But apparently, they must care enough to fucking count them all every I think it's every 8 years or 4 years when they have a census. So they must care enough. I'm like, bro. And beyond that, like the fact that he even says like America isn't always was a white country. Well, buddy boy, and not for long, because apparently you white people can't keep their fucking birth rates up long enough to fucking keep it a white country. So kind of irrelevant to even bring that up, but that's kind of funny, dude. It really is like, this is funny, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, like, America doesn't give a fuck about blacks. Yeah, we sure spent like a whole summer burning down a city for a black man, and I don't know, dude. Like, I mean, I don't know, buddy. Like, white people said enough. White people seem to care enough about black people to do all this crazy shit for us. So who knows, man? And it's like I said at the end of that stream, I was like, yeah, like I don't understand how people like Pyramid can be so like race loyal when it's like, bro, your race like would literally like destroy your ass in like a matter of like not destroy you, but they would like not claim your ass. Would not claim your ass like if you were like if there was a racial with a race, would they probably throw your ass in the fucking in the oven too, right? So you'd expect the quality of people in general to increase after feminism. Currently, though, genetic health is decreasing due to collapse of Darwinian conditions. Yep. Yeah. Wrench now. Nice. Yeah, you finally got a wrench. Good job. Pyramid has a touch of the tism. A touch. Dude, he is the fuck. He's tism incarnate. Fuck you talking about a touch of the tism? He's a tism incarnate, dude. He's a white cell. Yeah. Too bad he's white. Too bad his white women don't like him. Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't want to clown the dude too much because he's not here to defend himself. I don't really care anyway. But at the end of the day, he'd have problems even in a good dating market, right? Like I said this before on stream as well. Like some of you, and I don't even mean most of you guys, but like some of you would have problems even in a regular dating market where like the market was like actually pretty decent, and women fucking needed men, and there was no hypergamy was kept in check and women were kept in check. Like some of you would still have a problem in the dating market, bro. Like you gotta come to that reality. And people like fucking Pyramid, who's like 5'8", 5'7" or some shit. I think he said he's pretty short. He's the short Italian guy with like a really shitty job, and who knows how attractive or unattractive he truly is. Either way, that dude, would he even do well in a good market? Probably not. Like, let's be real here. America is full of reds and blacks before the Constitution was even written. It's true. Yeah. White nationalist spurred that most white women would refuse to marry. Yeah, that's weird. Just reproduce, bro. Yeah, dude. How do I deal with parental pressure to get married? It's relentless. You just don't bother anymore. At some point, they're going to stop because they're going to realize it's not going to happen. Even then, like, if you don't... Parents are so fucking weird because, like, when the kid hasn't even shown up with a girlfriend yet, they still expect you to get married. And it's like, bro, I haven't even done the first fucking the first step yet, which is even like getting a girl interested in me. I can't even get married with even having a girl next to me, bro. It doesn't make any sense. Like, people are fucking absurd. Like, parents are fucking weird, dude. Like, they're so fucking desperate to not see their kids alone or see their genetic legacy go down the toilet that they're willing to just like, oh son, get married. It's like, why? And even beyond that, like I haven't even completed the first fucking step, buddy boyo. Like, or hell, if you want to be really fucking honest with your parents, just fucking sit them down and tell them that, yo, bro, like it's over for me. Like I'm not gonna have kids. Like explain them the whole game of what's going on, and if they don't accept it, they don't accept it. But at least you told them the fucking truth, right? Here it wants to my white queen saved. Thanks. No problem, Pharaoh. Tell them you are looking for a virgin. Bonus points if you ask them to look for you. Just tell your parents the truth. You will never get married. Even if you wanted to get married, it would be a bad deal. Yeah, some truth there as well. That's what I basically said. To tell them the truth. Yeah, tell them the truth, and that's how it is. Yeah. Now we need to have a conversation here, guys, about not white cells, but about rice cells rather. So I posted this in my fucking stream or in my Discord. We gotta talk, guys. We need to have a conversation, buddy boyos. We need to have a conversation today because This is getting absurd. This is getting absurd now. We need to have a conversation. So we're gonna have a conversation today. Hopefully this doesn't get me banned off YouTube, but this isn't. There's nothing sexual really in here though. So what is going on here? So we're gonna watch this video real quick. What's going on here, guys? Here's the video, guys. Here's the video. Here we go. Look at this shit. Okay. Rice cells. What's going on here, rice cells? Rice cells. What is this? Rice cells. What is going on here? Rice cells. What rice cells? What is going on? He's like my man on that last whiff. He was like, my man was like literally just sniffing, just like, oh yes, oh. I mean, god damn, bro. I mean, it's basically just this fucking GIF right here, but I'm not gonna. It's the tale of the oldest time, dude. It's the tale of the oldest time. It's right here. It's basically this fucking GIF. That's what he did. Look at this fucking antelope. He's like, oh my god. He can't believe it. I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, fuck me, bro. I mean, this is basically what he did, though. This is what the Asian guy was doing. We need to talk. We need to talk about Asian rice cells right now. What's going on with you, motherfuckers, bro? We need to have a conversation today about that shit. Like, well, why are we doing this shit, bro? Rice cells need that sushi waifu, lol. I don't know what's going on, dude. They're never being in for sniff cells, dude. Man's down atrocious. That's true, bro. He's sniffing the fish factory. He's sniffing something, bro. Down bad. Something's going on, dude. I'm not entirely sure that we are paying for the dysgenic crisis that Dutton stated a while ago. Maybe we are. Dutton had also previously said the bottom 33% in IQ will have to reside from the gene pool to maintain the current IQ of 100. If you had a chance to read that blog article, no, I haven't read it yet. They legalized pros in Asia. Why don't they hire a rice void? I don't know, dude. That man was just looking for that snuff. He was just smelling. My man was just like he was just breathing in deep. He was just breathing in real deep to get all that funk down his fucking throat. He wanted to taste it, bro. He wanted to fucking taste it. I thought Asian men were winning because of the rise of K-pop stars. I don't know, man. Like, so many people were like, K-pop's causing a huge blip in the rice cell market. Like, if you're like already top tier Asian, man, you're probably doing pretty fine. But like, if you're just some fucking random ass fucking rice cell in the middle of fucking China somewhere, dying a death by a car somewhere or some shit, some car hitting your ass, in the street because there's no traffic laws in China or some shit. Why the fuck would you? Like, are those guys fucking winning off the fact that some fucking guy from fucking in Korea is pounding a bunch of rice cell or rice cell pussy in Korea? I don't know, buddy. That's the closest he could get to a snuggle. Oh man, he could get the snuggle. That's sad, buddy. That smell of fertility. The smell of fish, buddy. I'm sniffing. How do you explain genetics and IQ falling without into eugenics? Yeah, without falling into eugenics. You could argue that without eugenics, basically without somebody like guiding people to breed with the low IQ. The problem, though, the thing is that the low IQ always will breed, because low IQ people, this is something that even a Dutton would probably agree with as well, is that low IQ people, because their thinking is so basic, and they're more, I hate to use this word, but they're more animalistic to some extent. they're just going to breed anyway. Like, they're gonna have less thoughts about using protection, less thoughts about family planning. They don't care. They're very animalistic. So when they get horny, they're like, ooga booga, time to fuck. Ooga booga, need baby. When the women have are ovulating, they're like, ooga booga, must have baby now. So they find some retard, some other idiot who wants to fuck, and they'll fuck him, and they have a kid. So it is what it is. Like, the low IQ always have and always will breed. The high IQ people are actually from a Darwinian standpoint, are probably a lot dumber from a Darwinian standpoint than the people who are low IQ to some extent, because like the low IQ person at least knows that I need to breed to exist in the next generation. The high IQ person thinking about, oh, I need my career, oh, my job, oh, I can't have a kid here because the schools aren't good, oh, like, and these things are all really important to have a productive, good life, I suppose. But at the same time, like, you're also just like, because you put off, breeding and having kids for so fucking long, you are literally just like, you're literally killing yourself, like, overall. Like, when you hit, especially the women, obviously, the men have a little more time, but well, not really, but either way, the men have more time in theory, not in actuality. But the women who have a small fertility window, when they keep putting off having kids forever and ever, especially the high IQ women, they put off kids that they keep using protection, or they don't have kids at an early age, or they've been convinced to be a career woman or something like that, or they stay in college for too long or something like that. Yeah, they're literally just like, they're killing themselves to some extent on a genetic level. So yeah, these people are they just are what they are. These people are just there because they're smarter. They think too much about having kids, whereas the dumb people that don't think at all about having kids. So yeah, sniff, dude. I'm gonna sniff. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Joel Gibson is a touchy subject. Oh, it is a touchy subject. Low IQ people have swag. Huh. Sniff, that's the life. Lol, I'm gonna be an iguana, bro. Ooga booga. They go ooga booga, I need kids. That's what they say, yeah. I thought IQ was rising because of the ban on leaded gasoline. I mean, the Flynn effect has basically been disproven in the last like 5 years. There probably really was no Flynn effect. Like, the IQ has not probably been rising at the end of the day. Probably been a matter of like, yeah, maybe stuff like banning leaded gasoline could have been a big big contributor to that. But yeah, this idea that IQ was increasing by a huge amount was like absurd to begin with, my opinion. But evolution is fake garbage. Whatever you think, who knows? In the U.S., Asians are winning, bro. They have K-pop. Black dudes are winning, bro. They have rap and basketball. Italians are winning, bro. Everybody plays Mario. Yeah, these are all weird statements to make. These are all weird statements to make, because like, it's always like, once again, it always operates off the apex fallacy, bro. Everyone's operating off the apex fallacy. That's not saying like a stereotype or a having a good media portrayal or something like that, or having people in high places of power can't help you. But at the same time, though, if you're some fucking 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10 fucking dude, it's probably not doing much good if some dude's gangbanging on the side of the street selling weed, or that Mario's an Italian fucking plumber, or that some K-pop guy slammed some fucking easy poon last night. It's probably not doing a lot of good at all. So, what it comes down to. Yeah, the reproductive window is crucial. It is. Cope, career, women are happy they don't want children. Whatever you say, buddy. You've been saying it for a while now, but you have no proof of it. I can show you proof that women still have a stated preference for having kids, and that they just aren't having them because the timetable's too fucking short. But you can say what you want. The problem with you, Pyramid, is that you have nothing to back what you're talking about. You just say it and like, well, they aren't having kids though. They must be happy about it. Like, well, yeah. I would probably say like, I would definitely say that they have other priorities over having kids. But yeah. Interestingly, looking at politics, Wisconsin chose a pro-baby deletion Supreme Court judge, and Chicago picked the most progressive mayor. No comment, just interesting direction that we are headed in. Yeah, it's interesting as fuck. Yeah, it's amazing that places like Chicago can't pick a good mayor, and they wonder why is my city so bad? Oh God, why is the crime still bad? Oh, the crime's so bad in my city. It's like, well, yeah, why the fuck did you vote for this guy? Like, why the fuck would you would you pick this guy? Same thing. I guess baby deletion could be a female thing, obviously, but the mayor has no. I mean, then again, it was a Democrat versus a Democrat anyway. So like either way, they were gonna win. So it doesn't really matter. But it was a good Democrat and a bad Democrat, and they picked the bad Democrat. So yeah, I mean, it's not like it would have picking a good mayor in Chicago would have done him any good anyway, right? So it wouldn't have mattered. Rope, nope, cope, joke, hope, enter your word. Slope. Thinking that things are not as bad as rice fields because of K-pop is just ignorant of thinking black fields don't have it bad because of the NBA and NFL players have easy access to Floyds. Yep, there you go. Some call me crowd of woodlands because I live in Germany. You haven't heard that 5% of black men are in the NBA. Oh my god. Incel rates are going to be over 9,000. 9,000. Pyramid literally has no life experience, but is an expert on women. Oh yeah, he somehow is. I don't know how that fucking works out, dude, but somehow it works out that way. Pyramid. German demographics are better because I saw a couple holding hands. Yeah, this is some weird shit to talk about, but yeah, I don't know, man. Apparently, if we just go outside and like, if I was to go in my own neighborhood and walk around, and I saw the kids walking around in my own neighborhood, I'd be like, man, America has a great demographic future. There's lots of white kids and their kids are everywhere. I'd be like, man, I would just tell Pyramid, dude, there is no white demographic crisis in America, bro. What are you talking about? I could just walk outside and see a white kid in my neighborhood and it'd be perfectly fine. But apparently, according to Pyramid, that's not true. I mean, like, for me to do that, he'd probably laugh at me. When he does it, though, it's perfectly fine. F for Trump. Yeah. Well, I don't think the charges are gonna stick, but who knows? There is no such thing as a good Democrat. Chicago will be the next Detroit. Isn't it already kind of there? Can you drop a fresh Discord link? You motherfuckers, dude. I swear to God. Oofy Doofy is real because of that one couple I saw that one time. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. No pity for President Warp Speed. He killed more people than the Japanese at Pearl Harbor and the Shabos. Fuck him. Oh man, do Inkwell just stay in the house? I am the only person with no GF, it seems. Lol. I mean, like, if you have nowhere to go, you have nowhere to go, right? Why would you bother going out? It makes some sense to stay in the house. Who do you think gets more girls, the brother that acts like a nice guy or an Asian that thug maxes? It was a good question, actually. I'll probably say the Asian that thug maxes. Like, I think that black men who act halfway nice or even act nice at all are like they're just bound to be incel. He might, and this is a big might. He might pull some low tier fucking low tier fucking Becky or some shit. Some fat chick's gonna like his ass one day and he'll find that chick. But like, this idea that some fucking black men who are not thug max, dog, it's just over for you, dog. This is over for you. Detroit is not as bad as Chicago. We have no big gangs like that. Huh, I didn't know that. All right. Then again, like, what is there to fight over in fucking Detroit? When you think about it, it's like. All right, let's watch a video real quick. Let's watch a video. We have a Tim Pool video. I didn't get to watch on We didn't get to go over this video on the last SNC, so I'm gonna do it today. Let's dismantle another Tim Pool video. See if he cucks out today. He probably will cuck out, but either way. All right, here's the video. Let's do it. Yeah, make this a little bigger.
I saw this video. Went a little viral, I guess. Some people are talking about it. It's of a woman who is 36 years old and she's
36, bro? Why would you do this to herself, bro? 36, dude? My God. This chick is low tier, bro. Look at her face. Oh, man. She got that beak, too. You can tell she got that little beak on her nose. Oh, man. She's over. This chick is like a 4, buddy. Whew. But she might be skinny, so that makes her an automatic 6, so. Yeah, either way, man. Ooh, fat face, though. The face that only a mother could love. Then again, it could also just be the way her face is kind of whatever, but either way, man. This chick is definitely not top tier. Dysgenic pearly things. It might actually be, yeah.
Crying because she's hit the wall, she's divorced, and she doesn't think she's going to be able to have kids.
Wait. She said she doesn't think? No, she knows. Like there ain't no kids coming out of that barren womb. Trust me, Doug. Ain't no kids coming out of that barren womb. Trust me. 36. She almost hit 40, buddy boy. Yo.
I have no animosity towards this woman. I feel bad for her. So
Why would you feel bad for her, Temple? What's the point?
I think for someone like this, I hope people don't insult or mock her. It's not her fault.
It's not her fault. Oh man, that's not her fault. It's never a woman's fault in American society, but it's never a woman's fault in any society at the end of the day, right? It's never a woman's fault. We never hold women accountable for their own actions, buddy boyo. Like, did she divorce him, or yeah? Someone said, well, why she get divorced exactly? Was it a divorce that she initiated, or was it just a did it just happen? But nothing just happens here. Let's be real here. Most women initiate divorces. So, but let's watch the video. I haven't actually watched this video yet. So we're gonna see what she has to say, or what he has to say rather.
This video I want to play for you. It's 2 minutes long. It's terrifying because I think so many women have been lied to by other women by this machine that it's resulted in very deep pain for women who are in their late 30s. And as this woman says, she goes, I want to have a family. I have no time left. It can't be done.
Yeah, but like that's their own fault. I'm sorry, buddy, but like I said on the last stream, buddy boy, it was like if a being cannot control themselves and they're so easily swayed in by propaganda and narratives and they don't operate off of data and stats and objective reality, and they operate off of fantasy and bullshit. If these people are somehow allowed to vote and are allowed to control themselves, well, apparently they have zero ability to control themselves. Like they have zero ability to actually think rationally and think about the future. Like what am I gonna do when I'm 36? What am I gonna do when I'm 45? Like these people think about today. All they think about is today. All they think about is what's in front of their fucking noses. They don't think about what's going on, what's going to happen in 5 or 10 years. They always think about is, well, my life is good today, so it's always going to be good. And it's like, yeah, dude, like these women, like their main problem is that they're women. Like women think this way. This is just the way women think in general. Not all women. Like I gotta put it on not all there, right? Because sexism, right? But I don't give a fuck about that anyway, right? But at the end of the day, in general, women are just far more easy to brainwash and manipulate and inundate with propaganda, and they ate it all hook, line, and sinker. And now you're gonna have a bunch of lonely spinsters in their fucking late 40s and 30s crying about how I wanted kids and I couldn't have any kids. Like, okay, well, it is what it is. Like, and once again, not all. There's some women who don't want kids, but there's a fair number of women who actually wanted kids, and they got taken in by the propaganda. And it's like, well, that's your own fault. Like, maybe you should have listened to your father. But then again, your father was probably a cuck too. So who knows? Like, your father probably told you to be a career woman and stay in school and don't mess with men or don't have kids too early and blah 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, those same parents are gonna be wondering, why is my daughter 35 years old and have no grandkids yet? Like, well, then why'd you tell her to be a career woman, you fucking retards? Like, it's a multifaceted problem. Like the whole society basically told women that they can do no wrong and that they are perfect and that they are God's gift to mankind and that their shit doesn't stink and that they can waste all their fertile years working the whole fucking time, and then simultaneously these same boomers expect these women excuse me simultaneously these boomers expect these same women to have kids later on in life. That doesn't make any. It's literally incoherent. But society is now logically incoherent at this point. So it is what it is.
She says she can't believe that she had embryos and she could have had kids and she didn't, and now she probably never will. That's kind of terrifying. Look,
how's that terrifying? It's not terrifying for us. It's what it is for her, dude.
37. I don't have any kids. Working on it, planning on a family and all that stuff, and definitely late bloomers. It is a trend among millennials to wait a very, very long time. It's very strange. I can't explain why, but
you said you can't explain why? Come on, buddy boy. Think a little logically here. Think logically, Tim Pool. Let's be real here. Did he say he can or can't? I couldn't remember what he said, but maybe he'll explain to us why he thinks it is. But either way, dude, like. The reason why, partially, or I think the largest reason why is because women flat out will not date the men in their own bracket. They want to date. Every woman was thinking they could date fucking Brad Pitt, and when Brad Pitt didn't show up, they kept waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting because once again they were told they could have it all, and they were told that there was another fucking a Prince Charming around the corner, and it ended up not being true. And now these women, the women who wanted kids are fucked. So not all of them, but enough of them are.
Look, I'm a guy. I'm a dude. I can have kids whenever.
No, Temple, no, you can't.
I don't have to think about this stuff.
Yeah, you kind of do, Temple. Like, keep in mind, like, men do have. There is a certain point where, like, having a kid as a man doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're a 70-year-old man, the last thing you want to do is be a father to a fucking 5-year-old toddler. Like, that's why the cutoff is probably in your early 30s. Like, that's when you still have enough energy to maintain a because children, as anybody can probably guess or probably know that children are high maintenance and they have a lot of energy. They want to play, they want to do all these things, right? If you're fucking 50 or 60 years old having your child at age, I mean, I'm not saying you can't do it, but it's gonna be kind of hard to maintain that level of energy that you had in your 20s and 30s. It's literally impossible. So I'm not saying it's impossible to have a kid. It's just going to be really hard for you to maintain that level of energy to keep a child going. To keep children happy and all these things in your 50s. And then keep in mind, like, do you really want to leave that kid in his early 20s or 30s with you dead because you had him at age fucking 55 or some shit? So, but if you had him at 50 or some shit, you're going to be what 60? What 60? You're going to be 68 some shit. 68 when he turns 18 or some shit. It's just insane, bro. It's insane. He can be 68 when he turns 18, and then he has what 5 years of his life to see you for you to instill values into him and stuff like that when he's an adulthood. Like, children still need their parents well into adulthood nowadays. So this idea of like, oh, I'm gonna be there for my kid when I'm 70 years old, like, bullshit, dude. You're gonna be fucking in a nursing home. Like, fuck out of here.
When you tell young women to be masculine, you can be like a man, you can be a CEO, you can have it all. What they often don't tell you is that you actually don't have time. Men, there are dudes who had kids when they're in their 70s.
And that means what, buddy? Like, that's because there are dudes. They are dudes. Doesn't mean every dude should. Doesn't mean you should, and it doesn't mean that you will.
Crazy. Women certainly can't do that. I'm going to play for you this video. And I hope, look, I'll say two things. Not all women feel this way. Women who don't want to have kids, more power to you. Chelsea Handler, she did that video where she's like, I wake up in the morning, do drugs and masturbate because I don't have kids. And I'm like, that's cool. Whatever, do your thing. But I hope this video shines a light in the other direction. For women who do want to have kids, consider what this woman who is 36 is telling you. Let me play the video for you.
I'm sitting here with just this horrible realization. I've been divorced for 3 years, and in that 3 years, I have spent most of my days figuring out how I can become physically, mentally, financially, spiritually.
Oh, this chick is busted, dude. This chick is busted. Man, this chick is just busted looking, bro. I gotta say it. She's so ugly. Oh, man.
Healthy enough to be able to afford and take care of a child. And not only have I taken that time, but I've done the math, and it does not work out. I am not young enough, or fertile enough, or financially stable enough to even do another round of IVF.
Another round of IVF? The fuck? Like, oh man, dude, these chicks were told so many fucking, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's one thing to be lied to. It's a whole another thing to fucking believe the fucking lie you were told. Like, you gotta be smart enough to know when you're being lied to, right? Like, when the a used car salesman tells you that the car, it has all the fucking, it's been inspected. You fucking damn well know, or damn well better double check that fucking car, right? At the same time, with women, dude, when somebody tells you, oh yeah, you can literally have it all, girl, and you can be a boss bitch at the same time, you have you while you're working your job, you're gonna have kids, and Brad Pitt's gonna bang your arm, and all these things, and that all this shit's gonna happen to you. Like, who benefits off of these transactions? The IVF companies certainly fucking did. The egg freezing companies certainly fucking do. All these companies benefit off of these women being, idiots and not broke, but I guess some of them are broke, but being being idiots effectively. I'm gonna have kids when I'm 35. Okay, well freeze your eggs and you'll have kids when you're 35. Okay, it's fucking stupid, buddy. Like, women are fucking retarded. Once again, if you're so stupid that you fall for easy fucking propaganda and lies, you probably don't deserve to fucking vote, and you probably don't deserve fucking rights because you can't handle yourself.
And at 36, like, I'm sorry, like, you're gonna say, like, you have time. Like, I don't. Because I can't spend another minute of my life trying to make something work when I'm just fighting upstream. I don't have a support system. I don't have the money. I don't have the resources or the community. And it just kills me. It kills me that I had embryos with my ex-husband that were viable. And they're just gone now.
Wait. She had embryos that were viable and they're just gone now. Was it a miscarriage or did she abort those embryos? What happened? Because she didn't say eggs. She said embryos. What's the implication there? What was she doing, buddy boyos? What was she doing? I don't know, man. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z, right?
And my future with those children.
That's it. I know there's probably more to this video, but that's it. And so, I mean, there's a lot of lessons there
But I've done
from this woman, and I hope everybody gives her respect, and I wish her the best. I feel bad for her. I don't think it's tough, man. This system, this machine says you have time, and she says right here, I don't. She had a husband. She got divorced. This isn't necessarily a story of a woman who screwed up. I mean, she got married. She's 36, but she got divorced. What I think the lesson from
what was she doing for those years before she was married? Why didn't she just have kids? She's not being specific. Yeah, that's the problem. She's not being specific at all. For all we know, she could have just been a 3 or 4 the whole time during her marriage and then fucked up. Who knows?
this is, it takes a village, and there are going to be a lot of women who are experiencing this, and they're going to be very angry. And go one of two ways. The original tweet that I saw said, I hope everybody realizes that these women are going to all be experiencing, there's going to be many women experiencing this, childless, husbandless, familyless, supportless. They're going to need money from somewhere, and they're all going to vote. Now, she wants...
They're all going to vote, but the problem is that you can't fucking get a blood out of a turnip, right? Like, at some point, once again, like, the system will invert in on itself and collapse, because, like, it doesn't matter how much money. If you print up all the dollars in the world to fund Social Security, it's not enough. Like, you still need a young blood to work, to pay taxes, to pay off the debt. So, like, either way, we're system's fucked, bro. Like, oh, we're gonna vote ourselves more welfare and Social Security. Yeah, and how are fucking gonna pay for it? We're gonna print the money. Okay, and when you're getting I made that fucking funny ass joke on about Jimmy and Herbert the fucking boomer saying, Jimmy, don't worry about it, Jimmy. He's what did I say? Inflation's a fucking it's a spook. It's not, inflation's not real, Jimmy. Yeah, when the fucking when your Social Security check is $10,000 a month, but a bread costs $1,000 or $2,000 to buy it. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, and your rent's $5,000 a month. Yeah, like, no, that's bullshit. that's not real money, buddy boy. Yeah, that's what it comes down to.
To have kids. And she needs a support system. So what's going to happen? This voting bloc, as I said, could go one of two ways. Ultra progressive or ultra traditionalist, but nowhere in the middle.
No, trust me, women always vote for more free shit. So it's going to be ultra progressive. You're seeing it now. Like, women are voting extremely a Democrat right now. They're voting extremely far left. They don't. Single women will always vote. They'll never vote for the. I'm not even saying that being conservative is the right option at this point. I think that it's a complete it's a false dichotomy at this point. But like they always vote for more free shit. So whatever side gives them the better deal, they're going to vote for. And right now, the Democrats give them the best deal for the most free shit. The affirmative action hires, all these things to give women all the benefits, stuff like that. So yeah, they're going to vote for more free shit. Yeah.
If they go in the middle and they go the route of modern feminism, they're just unhappy and have no kids. If they go the ultra progressive route, the state will provide for them and inseminate them.
Dude, okay, Tim Pool, this is stupid, bro. Here's the problem with your little thought experiment, Tim Pool. Like, for any woman who would even give a fuck about having kids, like, it's probably going to be too late because like there's still opposition. So like by the time they even pass enough legislation to give them fucking inseminate them. What do you mean by inseminate them? With sperm banks? Where are you gonna get the sperm from? The men who aren't gonna give them the sperm? What's going on here, Temple? What are we talking about? Like, the fuck's going on, buddy boyo? Oh man, this stupid shit.
Or they can go the ultra traditionalist route and say, have families, get married young, have kids, get it done early. That's the traditional route. Now, there's going to be some people who probably stick in the middle, don't get me wrong, but I think you're going to see a lot of these people vote for communism, socialism, and you're going to see a lot of these people go hard traditionalist, religious, have family at young ages, at a younger age, go back to the way it used to be. Women having kids, I think what was the average age? It was like 22. Women would get married around 18. They would spend their entire, they would date a handful of people, and by date, no sex. And they would find one guy and they say, hey, let's get married. And they get married. Then they'd have kids, and they would do it in their early 20s. Today, you get people like me, 37, no kids. I don't know. Don't ask me why. That's the way the machine worked.
Don't ask me why. Tim Pool, we already know why, buddy boyo. We already know why, buddy. It's that Dr. Phil haircut, buddy. Like I said, he's going to be that guy. We're going to see Tim Pool in a few years. He's going to be like a Dr. Pool. I'm going to change your life today. Be like fucking, what's that guy's name? Dr. Phil's fucking voice. I'm going to change your life today. We're going to make a change today for your life. I can't do his voice very well, but fuck, dude. It's the same shit.
That's the way it was. I spent the last 10, 12 years just working and grinding nonstop.
And what did it all amount to, Temple? Yeah, you have no kids, no progeny, but you have plenty of money. But apparently, like, that's not good enough for you to have kids, right? Like, it's always like an excuse for, like, whenever I see a dude that has everything but the kids and the girlfriend, I'm like, okay, like, it's like you're coping hard now, buddy boy, because like now you have to face the fact that okay, like, looks, money, and status, like, the looks is still the biggest fucking factor here. So like, you can have money and status all you want. The women will just view you as being beta bucks at best, or a walking wallet at worst, or if anything at all, they won't even touch your ass with a 10-foot pole. So 10-foot pool, right? Pole. So either way, like, and this motherfucker, dude, he wears the same fucking shirt every day. I'm gonna say it. Tim Pool looks like an actual doomer meme. He does. Either way, though, Tim Pool, dude, it's over for you, buddy boy. Like, I'm not saying it's over, but like, because you have the money still, but like, dude, like, the reason why you're fucking single, buddy boyo, is because, like, let's be real here. You're not the most attractive guy. You got that beanie on. You're balding. I mean, it is what it is, buddy. We can't. I don't know. It is what it is.
Up 12, 18 hours a day. I talked about something like this a few years ago, that the issue, I believe, is modern feminism. And the funny thing is, the left took
the issue with women. Like, I've been watching a lot of a Barbarossa, and he was talking about how, like, feminism is like, it's a problem. It certainly is a problem, but like, and they always keep in mind, keep in mind, notice how they always use the phrase modern feminism. No, the problem was feminism in general. The whole damn idea of feminism is simply stupid. It's literally anti civilization by its very definition. Like it doesn't produce anything. It hasn't given us anything of value. Even first and second wave feminism has a problem. All the problem with it, dude. Like the problem is not modern feminism. The problem is just feminism in general. The whole damn thing was shitty from day one. But we all cucked out. We not all, but not we, but our forefathers, our ancestors, not even our ancestors. Really, this is the white man. A white man cucked out. You know, and they gave women the right to vote, and here we are now. So it is what it is, dude. We are where we are, and like and the problem is women in general. Like women in general are what they are. They vote the way they vote. They do the things they do because they're women. Like it just simply is what it is. Like they by their very nature, they can't help but do what they do. Now, it doesn't mean you have to hate them for it. Now you can, but you doesn't mean you have to hate them for it. But at the end of the day, they are what they are, and you have to act accordingly. Like when I walk up to my I don't know, like if I was to see a bear in the woods, I'm not gonna walk up to it and start petting it. I have to act accordingly. I have to act as if like, okay, this thing is a danger to me. I have to behave in a certain way. The same thing goes for women. You have to behave in a certain way. You have to act in a certain way. Men have forgotten that. Men now think that, oh, women are just human beings and they're the exact same as men. It's like, no, well, they're human beings, sure, but like they're not the same as men. You cannot treat like the biggest problem with people who are rational is that they believe that everyone else is as rational and reasonable as they are. That is simply not true. If you are a rational and reasonable person, you cannot assume that everyone else is as rational and reasonable as you. The same goes for men and women. Just because men are more rational than women are, doesn't mean you can treat women the exact same way that you treat men. It's true.
Took it to try and make these claims that I had no sex life, which was actually the inversion of what I was trying to say. As I've often said, love is hard, sex is easy. For the modern male, it is so easy to go out and find a woman who doesn't expect a relationship or...
Is he fucking serious, bro? You still on this shit, bro? For the modern man? You mean for the modern Chad, not the modern man? Oh man, he's still on that shit, bro. The modern man can go out there and find a woman who doesn't want to have any commitment without. Well, okay, dude. Yeah, no. Like once again, even if the modern man, the average modern man, wanted, keep in mind, even if he wanted to do those things, he wouldn't have very many if any opportunities to even do it because the women still have a say, quote unquote. They just can't. They can just say fucking no. Like, what are you talking about? Oh man.
or marriage or money or anything who will just give it up. But what if you want companionship, you want a partner, you want a family? That's hard, especially in an age when most women, millennial women, are far left, don't want kids, want to be CEOs. I shouldn't say most, but many of them. And when you bring this up on YouTube or whatever, the left attacks you for it. I think they just generally don't like kids. But it doesn't matter. I mean, that's not my audience anyway. So they try and make these claims to this is a funny thing too. The left will be like toxic masculinity. But then when you bring up that it's very difficult to have a stable relationship these days because of feminism, they will then attack your masculinity and mock you. It's almost like all of a sudden they care about it. No, they're just trying to belittle you. But the problem is, look.
Let me see. Nigga, stop coping. This 35-year-old bitch has higher than me than anyone in this chat. I would agree. Combined, yeah, I would agree. Women date younger men these days. I mean, once again, Pyramid, is that happening en masse, or are you seeing stories in the media telling you that? Like, once again, you're just like fucking a female brain. Wow, I'm seeing a media story about this. It must be happening everywhere now, buddy boyo. I don't know, dude. You keep saying shit like that, but you have no proof. You just say shit. You just say a bunch of shit. Like, I don't tell you, buddy, but you might want to find some fucking proof before you start talking shit.
For someone who actually is successful, stable, and knows what they want, your mockery means very little. They call Ben Shapiro an incel, and it's like, dude's married with several children. They mock Matt Walsh for the same reason. It's like, the guy is married and has kids. I don't think what you're saying matters. If your own audience doesn't want to have kids or doesn't like masculinity, why would insulting a conservative's masculinity matter when he's secure in his masculinity and has a family and a wife? It's meaningless. I'll tell you what I think it means. And again, I feel bad for this woman. She's had nothing wrong. She deserves no mockery.
Nah, she deserves a lot of mockery, bro. Like, I don't know. She's an idiot. She made it this far, made it this long, didn't have any kids. Sorry. Like, what the fuck were you doing when you were married?
I don't know how she votes.
Not gonna lie, there are a lot of married incels by definition. That's true. There's plenty of fucking dead bedrooms out there nowadays.
But she probably votes left. But this is her saying, like, I've done the math, like, it's not working. She's coming to that realization. But I'll just say this. I think the left is jealous and they're suffering. There are probably people like this woman who are in their mid to late 30s who are realizing they hit the wall. They missed their opportunity. Men want, the guys their age are going after younger women who are more fertile and who are more traditional. I mean, that's in the data we've seen released from dating apps. So what can they do? Sour grapes. They can be angry. They can blame the system and claim they never wanted it in the first place. I am not saying all the women. There are many women who don't want this. That's fine. I got no beef. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm saying I bet there are a lot of women, and a lot could be 10, could be 100, it could be 1,000. I'm just saying there's probably going to be a lot of women, a lot more moving forward, I should say, who are going to act like having kids is bad. They never wanted kids. And the real reason is it never happened for them. So they're in a weakened social category. For the women who have kids and have families and are gossiping and wine moms and all that stuff, they're having a good time, socially acceptable. But what if you're an old spinster? What if you can't have kids? How are you going to be cool? Well, you can be like Chelsea Handler and brag about how you wake up early in the morning, do drugs, and masturbate. That's fine. Do your thing. It reminds me of The Simpsons. There's that clip where the Van Milhouse's parents get divorced. And then Milhouse's dad shows Homer his bachelor living place. And he's like, hey, this is my room, Homer. My bed's a race car. Do you sleep in a race car at night? And Homer goes, I sleep in a big bed with my wife. Oh, that's it. Do you sleep in a race car? No, I sleep in a big bed with my wife. That's the answer. It's funny. Simpsons understood this back in the 90s. Many of these people who are suffering in this way are going to revert to some kind of, well, I'm better off for it, as they wither and die inside. I feel bad for this lady, man. She's online posting a video crying, saying, I've done the math. I don't have the money. I don't have the time, the resources. It can't be done. Yeah, it takes a village. A husband can help. You want to have kids. Man, here's the crazy thing. How many guys knocked up some chick and then just ran off and didn't care about it? Accidentally had kids. And those women have to physically bear the brunt of finding food, of creating the human with...
Yeah, I mean, it's still their own fault. I mean, the arm, buddy, but like, they chose those men for a reason, buddy boy. They chose those men for a reason.
No one there for them. But this is modern feminist culture. Women saying like, I don't need no man, and men being like, I have no responsibility, so who cares? Now, granted, there's still alimony, child support, court issues and stuff. But this is the problem we're facing right now. And, you know, I'm hoping that for women like this, they actually go the other way with it. Maybe she realizes what the left has proposed has hurt her and will hurt others. And we need to say, look, if you're a woman who wants...
Women will never admit to being wrong. It's the problem. They'll never admit to being wrong until it's too fucking late. And even when it's too late, they'll just blame something else or some sort of abstraction. They'll never actually blame themselves. That's what it comes down to. They're never going to blame the true problem, which is themselves. They'll never blame that shit. They'll just blame it on something else, or some feminism, which is an abstraction, or something else, dude. Like, these motherfuckers are... they're incapable of taking responsibilities. Like I said, the sign language shit, shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. They need to be right. That's their main problem, that they fucking need to be right. They can't handle being wrong.
Wants to have a family. Your choice. You can choose whatever you want. Just consider you need to get married. You need to be young to have kids. You want to be younger. You can wait a little bit. That's true. But you want to do it when you're young, when you're the healthiest. The younger a woman is when she gives birth to a kid, that kid has a longer lifespan. But it's usually like from like 20 to 28. So obviously too young and the mother suffers health complications, and too old and the mother and the baby will suffer health complications. So there is a right age for having kids. This video makes me sad, man. Seeing this woman cry because she feels like she's out of time and she can't have a family. I hope that doesn't happen to you. And I hope y'all learn from this. And I wish this woman the best. You have my sympathy, my empathy. I hope you figured it out. I hope it worked out for you, because you shouldn't be crying and angry about this. It shouldn't happen. I hope you figured out a way to make it work. I want people to be happy. I just hope people realize before it's too late. I'll leave it there. Next segment.
Tim Potato, man. Can't trust him, dude. Tim Pool. This nigga, dude. Oh my fucking god. Tim Pool. What a crazy motherfucker, dude. Let me see. See, look, here's Tim Pool's main problem, dude. This is his main problem. This is a meme real quick. This is a meme. Oh, this is a really old meme as well. See, look, this is Tim Pool's main problem. This nigga always lying, dog. He always lying. You can't help it. You can't help but lie. This nigga lying. He's just lying, dude. Tears are inherently manipulative. It's true. Tim Pool will eternally ride every fucking fence. See that dude? He is the fence, dude. He's like, I am the wall. I am the standard in which the world is held up to. It's like, okay, Tim Pool. All right, let's open a panel up. I got time today. I'll open a panel up for another hour, I guess. We can talk. Just bring people on if they want to talk to me or not. Maybe they don't. Get the fuck. Here's the link for the panel. Go ahead and join. You want to talk and yell at me for some shit, we'll figure it out. And I'm gonna get memes. I think, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Discord and look at the articles I want them to read. Discord by Kind of Woodlands. Kind of Woodlands. Articles and ideas. Articles and ideas. Kind of Woodlands. Which one is it, Kind of Woodlands? Which one is it? Count of Woodlands. Where the fuck's the article at? He's still here? Kind of Woodlands, are you still here? He's not here anymore. Let me see if I can find his comment from back before he left. Count of Woodlands. Hey, I sent you a blog article and in DM. Oh, you hit me in DMs. Okay, my man, all of my DMs and shit, dude. Kind of Woodlands. It's in German. I can't put this on the screen either because it literally has my name on it, so I can't do that. But I'll read it to you guys. Oh God, Pyramid wants to join. I can't do this today, dude. Maybe later on once it gets on this article. It's kind of long. Okay, translation of Thomas Wagenheim's blog article: "Women Hitting the Wall: Historical Philosophical Analysis of the Current Dating Market." Coincidentally, yesterday I came across a video that I found psychologically extremely interesting. A woman laments the fact that she is already too old for children to have children after divorcing her ex-husband at the age of 36. Oh, this is the same person. It turns out that there are dozens of such confessions on various video platforms, and then appears on YouTube as a collection. There are all sorts of variations of the problem. Women who have already been married, and women who are constantly searching for something better, women who pretend to no longer be interested in men, only to have a nervous breakdown in front of the camera, and even those who want to maintain that they do not need a man, but of course have exactly the reason for making such a self-confession videos. The phenomenon is derogatorily called women hitting the wall, meaning that they hit the age-related wall that represents their fertility limit and fall into a deep hole that begins to destroy their sense of purpose, self-worth, and happiness. That is the situation as it stands. My thought was, are there videos of men hitting the wall? Because where there is a desperate woman, there must be at least an unhappy man, according to simple arithmetic. However, there are none. This is not surprising. For the same reason, men do not scream when frightened or in danger, while the male instinct carefully avoids being detected by a potential opponent through sounds, and instead uses the impending adrenaline rush to escape or prepare for battle. The female instinct is to instinctively scream for help. Therefore, one should expect women to publicly present their problems to a greater or lesser extent in order to receive help, while men try to help themselves. At first glance, this is confirmed by the situation described above. From this comfortable observer's perch, at least the men who create and comment on such videos interpret it as, "Look at her. That's the price of living in a dissolute life. Never satisfied, always trying out a new man or trying out new men, and finally collapsing in tears before reality." But is that the whole story? And more importantly, what about the men? It is obvious that things are not going well for the men of creation, since, as mentioned, every unmarried woman represents an unmarried man. There is also a fairly comprehensive internet phenomenon parallel to these women's confessions and confession videos, in which men discuss their side of the coin: incel or TFL movement, MGTOW movement, or so-called red pills. These groups represent the respective male analog of the variations listed in the first paragraph for the women's group. In men's groups, and vice versa for women, it is said that women are mostly to blame for this misery. And at first, it seems quite understandable. Okay, but as it is said, women are constantly striving for men who are actually too high-hanging fruit for them. These more attractive men have no interest in marrying women who is not sufficient for them, but they will gladly accept her for some variety in their lives. The result, the women is disappointed and accuses the men of infidelity and abandonment. But the other men say, if you had pursued men who are in your league. Oh yeah, okay. And indeed, this is an initially correct description of the problem. However, when it comes to all problems in life, one thing can be certain: just as there is never just one culprit for a revolution, a war, or economic crisis in history, there are always at least two people responsible for the failure of a marriage or relationship. In historical cases, usually a whole bunch of people are to blame. And this is also true in the marriage market. The failure of marriage in a relationship also always involves two people. The accusation against these women is, you are too easy to get and don't scrutinize your marriage proposals. And because you always want to marry up, you always end up with a fruit that is too high for you, which doesn't suit you. This seems to be confirmed with these self-confession videos, repeatedly mentioning not settling for less, don't lower your standards, etc., which shows that women's unwillingness to develop realistic expectations. Indirectly, the male suggestion of these fake worldviews also means we men do it differently. However, this is a fallacy. Now, it is clear that the situation here is not symmetrical. This is already because the reproductive strategies of women and men are different. A woman must guard against pregnancy, in which a man would not be a reliable father. But that's the problem, though. They don't do that anymore. This is not applied to the man. That is, it only applied as long as the institution of marriage bound him both morally and legally. Therefore, marriage was not a disadvantage, but an advantage for women. It ensured that the father did not run away from her, hence the taboo of the illegitimate child. Not to stigmatize children or parents, but to ensure that children are only born in marriage, i.e., growing up in a secure family conditions under the man's commitment. At the same time, it was always assumed that marriage could not be divorced until death do us part. More on that later. By the way, that did not mean that there were no illegitimate children born. The best proof of how lenient this taboo was, not against someone, but for a long-term relationship, is shown in every single church book of the last centuries. The taboo went so far in that case of looming that in the case of illegitimate children, there was an exclusion, but now it was established you must get married. What everyone who has ever studied church notebooks knows are the peculiar entries of marriage followed by baptism of the corresponding child, which just 4 months later. You can guess 3 times what had happened there. The family and village community naturally became aware of the incoming child and subsequently sentenced the 2 lovebirds to marriage. Yeah, shotgun marriages, right? But since the child had already been conceived months before, the mathematical biological miracle could happen that not an overly premature child was born just a few months after the wedding, but a perfectly healthy baby that had been grown for 9 months in the mother's womb. So much for the short historical excursion. But what does this have to do with the current situation? Since the necessity of marriage no longer exists, even in the case of children, or in the case of a child, let alone for living together or even being seen in public together, this protection that marriage offered against infidelity is naturally lost. And which cheaters did marriage protect against? Men. So now that they can happily browse through the female world and try them out without consequence, now they can happily browse the world. Yeah. Back to the above problem of the supposedly too strong promiscuity in too many women. Since the obligation to marry has been eliminated, shouldn't men do the exact same as women, constantly reaching? Shouldn't men do exactly the same as women, constantly reaching too high hanging fruit and trying them out? By the way, this is not the promiscuous behavior downward that is allowing non-marital material for a change, which often happens with men. Otherwise, women wouldn't report such sitting out. And here, not divorce of a marriage, but a short acquaintance is meant. Rather, it's about trying upward, and men hardly do that, but not out of the moral superiority, but out of lack of opportunity. Yeah, that's true. Exactly, that is not allowed by women. All these absolute statements are to be understood as tendency statements. And this refusal of women to try downwards, upward for men is precisely that higher monogamous striving that instinctively comes to women, but which men readily allow. One could easily even say men are, in sense, envious of those possibilities that women give them with other men. That is, the less attractive man, attractive through all possibility, human characteristics outwardly, financially, and mentally, envies a somewhat more attractive man for having an affair with a woman who could be marriage material for the first. But the more attractive man leaves her sitting because she doesn't meet his standards, which again raises the standards of the less attractive woman psychologically to a false height. Because she says to herself, I once had a great man, for some reason that didn't work out, but I want someone like him again, and I can have him has been shown. Yeah, and that I can have him has been shown. This is true. This is true shit. Yeah. Having here, of course, does not mean for marriage. That's the crux of the matter. But this destroys or at least poisons the marriage market between the average-looking man and the corresponding woman. And again, the reverse does not exist. Again, tendentially, hardly. Men can never have affairs upward because women do not have a reason to allow them. They could certainly have a less attractive man for marriage, which they understandably do not do. But why should they start an affair with them, i.e. downwards? The affair upwards, on the other hand, is merely an attempt to improve oneself. And both genders do it equally. Due to women's higher monogamy, however, only they themselves can have relationships upwards, at least. That is the problem for a short time as an illusion. Men, for their part, also do not want to marry downwards. There is already evident from the fact that men allow affairs with women who do not fully meet their expectations, but do not consider them as marriage material. Is there a better proof of the high standards? Women are only the ones who seem to publicly admit to their high standards. The search for better marriage partner is, of course, legitimate in both cases, and is certainly influenced by unrealistically by film and television than it was in the 19th century romance novels. But it is absurd to believe that men generally have lower standards. App stats seem to show more approval among men are of no use because they do not indicate a yes to marriage, only a yes to an affair. And for very natural above reasons, that this must be more restrictive to women. Now, one could argue that with justification that monogamy within women is indeed stronger, as shown above, but by no means high enough, and that is indeed correct for the current moral state of society. These behavior patterns, which we will see today, were completely sufficient in a society that strongly tabooed all extramarital affairs This is to some extent what the instincts or, if you will, the psyches of modern women are still geared towards. However, it is obvious that those moral barriers are no longer present, and in such situations, a much higher degree of monogamy and much more critical assessment of men by women is necessary. But exactly that is happening gradually. Firstly, due to the simple fact that women complain that the relationship incapacity of men who have tried to get up to the psychological result is clearly a more critical attitude towards affairs, as can be read from a number of video self-confessions. That it takes decades to penetrate the female community, and above all, the younger generations is self-evident. On the other hand, and this is to some extent broader counter movement, a harsh Darwinian selection process is taking place for the future, in two directions, to be precise. Firstly, all weak participants in the modern marriage market will be punished with weak offspring or completely eliminated. By weak offspring, I mean the single parent children, as demonstrated by numerous studies, have worse starting conditions in life. That is sad as it sounds, for the most part, the selection for a future lower class. On the other hand, those women and men who have taken getting up to so seriously that a return to an equal relationship is psychologically no longer possible will be sorted out. The deficient monogamous tendency in men who, as I said, can hardly have affairs up, it is even the desire for a relationship, is thus ruthlessly eliminated by nature, as these people have no offspring. This is a harsh fate of the individual, but for nature, it is a necessarily cleansing for the infertile psyches of characters. The selection process does not ask sympathetically whether the evil society has negatively influenced anyone. Nature simply puts an end to the wrong path. That's a good paragraph there, really. There is, however, a third group in the marriage market, namely those who have successfully start families. In a morally open system, they are not led to a sustainable lifestyle by external influences, but have voluntarily brought it with them from the beginning through education, good instinct, good character, good psyche. These are, of course, also the ones who create the most stable families and just dynasties and high moral systems. In a system of looser moral values, however, they are proportionally much stronger group, so their offspring is proportionally more numerous. The next generation will therefore exhibit significantly higher character standards. The methods of nature are truly ingenious. It cannot be deceived and punished as everything unnatural. Ooh, yeah. It tries to anyway. Just as it rewards everything natural. It is highly self-stabilizing and always returns to the norm. Yeah, it's basically regression to the mean, come what may. Noticed by the translator Cole, it refers to the book Culture and Ingenium. There is even another reason for destabilization, namely the fact that easy termination of marriage, especially by the mother, since the law is clearly on their side. The incentives to leave the man in case of unpleasant developments in the relationship are much higher than before. Therefore, if the above described branch to single parenthood is not taken at this point, it is very special proof of character suitability in both parents. All of this shows us the more lax the external pressure for lasting marriage are put on society, the higher the individual's character psychological suitability must be for those who still choose family sustainability. This vehemently lowers the number of stable families in society as a whole, but also forms the genetic starting material for all future humans, namely the children of these stable families. However, I've spoken that never-born children who are being eliminated due to the character weakness of their potential parents are responsible for the birth rate decline, as well as many disadvantaged children who grow up without both parents in functioning families and have significantly less chance of success in life. Therefore, in addition to the formation of the birth rate hole in the middle, there is the spread between highly stable and capable families on one hand and highly fragile and weak families on the other hand, an ingenious spreading of society. If I may speak with the vocabulary of culture and ingenium, here too the general historical philosophical principles that I presented in 2013 can be found. Such a society for high and low families and feudalism is also viable, but the old bourgeois society in which the masses can benefit from the stability will only return when we always also remember the old stabilizing moral taboos. That is currently not in sight. Presumably, that can only return when soon-to-be separating upper class enforces a feudal paternalistic society or policy of morality to improve the misery of the lower classes that we have just examined. Until then, however, things will have to get worse before they can get better again. Well, that's a good article. Good article, yeah. If you want to join now, you can join. I had to read the article. I think Pyramid wanted to join. You can just come up here if you come in here and you want. I want to let me look up the shit you want me to look up real quick. You sent me some fucking shit. He said, look up, go here, use this site, population pyramids by every state. Set it to white non-Hispanics to compare it to Germany. Okay, let me do this real quick. I want to see if you're right. Why is this? Okay, so if I go here, I go here to white non-Hispanic, and then I come here, choose a state. I want nationwide. So let's see. 60.7% of the USA. This is as of 2017. This is a really old graph. Why would I want to look at an old system to figure out what the demographics are for today? Okay, so I did this. Now I'm supposed to look at Germany's pyramid. If pyramid's joining, then dude, I wouldn't even let you in if you wanted to, buddy. I'll just say it, dude. No pyramid for the love of. He wanted to join earlier. I don't know if he's here or not, but are black Latinos a good replacement for Americans to be? By the way, American black women. I'm not sure actually. Europe, I don't know. It seems doomed to me. You have to bring pyramid on. He was not even here yet. I don't know what he wants to do. He told me to compare this graph to Germany's, but I can't do that because like Germany's graph is in 2020 fucking 3. This is in 2017. So if I compare it to Maryland, no, Virginia. How does Virginia's look? God damn, the boomers are all coming. They're all 55, going to fucking almost 60-something years old, dude. They're almost there. Jimmy, get my retirement check, Jimmy. Jimmy, I swear to God, Jimmy. Get rid of the Tim Pool video. Can anyone join what's going on? I don't know. You can join if you want. I don't give a fuck. You can join now if you want. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, this is an open stream at this point. So another half hour just about. Maybe another hour and a half. Not an hour and a half, at least another half hour. No, why I'll end the stream and get that fucking fuck out of here. Youngest boomers are 57, 59. Jimmy, if you keep working, Jimmy, I swear to God, Jimmy. We'll do a quick meme. Here's a quick meme for you guys. Here we go. This is a good meme. Here's a spa day with my girlfriend, dude. Oh man, look at this shit. Oh shit, dude. Spa day for my girlfriend, man. That hand is having a ball today, man. It's unbelievably fucking stupid, dude. You coming in, Chip? I can't tell if you're coming in here or not, Chip. Or hell, Jack, you should come in here, Jack. If you got something you want to say, man, come on in here, Jack. Jack Nickelback. I haven't seen you in a while, buddy boy. Last time we talked, we were talking about the Chad 19 virus, and now we're talking about nothing. Yo, what's up, Mystery School Cell? What's up, Woody Johnson? What's up, dude? Oh my god. Just have confidence, bro. Get a sugar mama, bucko. Women are right to cuck you. You deserve to die. We cannot allow our out of touch boomers to live another few decades, possibly, dude. They're gonna live forever, dude. They're gonna live forever, dog. We're gonna be dealing with the boomer menace for the next fucking like 40 years, buddy. Their problems will never not be our problems, dude. This graph here was so fucking devastating to me, dude. This graph is so fucking sad. This goes to show you that Americans have zero perspective of how their country actually works, or how many people are actually in their country, dog. Oh, look at this shit, bro. Americans overestimate the size of minority groups and underestimate the size of most majority groups. Look at this shit. Have a household income of over $1 million. True proportion is less than 1%. Estimated proportion is 20%. Why the fuck would you believe that 20% of America has an income of over $1 million a year? Americans are fucking retarded, boy. Like, what the fuck? Are transgender 1%, 21%. Americans literally believe that 21% of other societies chopping off their fucking dick and their balls and chopping off their fucking breasts and shit. What? Have a household income of over $500K. 1%. 26% of Americans think, what? Are Muslim. 1%. 27% of Americans believe that. What? Oh my god, dog. Are Native American. 1%. 27%. Are Jewish. 2%. 30%. How could this possibly be true? Oh my god, buddy. Live in New York City. 3%. They believe that 30% of America lives in New York City. Oh my god, that city would be huge. I mean, it's already pretty big, but it'd be huge, dude. Are gay or lesbian? 3%. 30% of the country is gay or lesbian. Now, maybe 30% of Gen Z is, but certainly not the whole country. Are atheists? 3%. 33%. Oh my fuck. Are bisexual? 4%. 29%. Are a member of a union? 4%. 36% of Americans believe that shit, bro. Are vegan or vegetarian? 5%. 30% of America believes that shit, buddy. Oh my god. Are black? 12%. They think that close to half of America is black. Not half, but like 41% of America is black. What in the fuck, dude? Are left-handed? 11%. 34%. Live in Texas. 9% is the actual estimate. 30% live in Texas. The fuck, America? What in the fuck? Are a military veteran? 6% of America actually is. Americans are delusional. They believe that 40% of Americans are military veterans, buddy. What in the fuck, buddy? Oh, man. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, man. God damn, Americans are fucking stupid, dude. According to females, 90% of guys are over 6 foot and make 100K. It's true. See, I told you, pyramid perception of the NBA is what they mostly think. Yeah. Yeah, the $100,000 a year is close. Yeah, have a passport. 37 versus 45. Our Democrats 42 versus 51. Our obese 42 versus 56. Man, are married 51 versus 55. Have at least one child 57 versus 58. Voted in the 2020 election 61 versus 62. They got that one pretty right. Guess I'll end the stream pretty soon, I guess. No need to be on here for longer than I have to. Let's see if I have any good memes or anything else to cover. I'm gonna check Discord real quick before I get the fuck out of here. Discord. Any good news? I know the what's it called? I know the average Latina starter pack. Oh man. Oh man, let's get the fuck out of here, I guess. Alright, buddy boyos. This has been another Wednesday night WINsel. Hope you guys enjoyed. I had a few videos to show today, and I had a mystery. Where did you get that gif of the rice cell sniffing the void? I got it from 4chan. 4chan always has these videos of like of the rice cells, not rice cell, but like rice cell self like self deletion, and a bunch of crazy ass fucking videos from China of Chinese people killing themselves and shit, or self deleting, and there's a whole bunch of like crazy fucking videos in there, them doing crazy ass shit, and it's like the craziest fucking shit you ever seen in the world, buddy. And it's like, oh my god, like China is like fucking a meme land, dude. So many fucking memes in China, dude. So it's meme land. I swear to God, it's meme land. Like they have like people like I said that one video of like this dude was literally he was climbing up a wall, and he was like inspecting these fucking what do they call it? He was inspecting the wall, and the wall was like literally not attached to the building. Like it was surreal. I was like, what the fuck? Do I have that video? Hold on, let me check. Did I save that video? It was unbelievable. I was like, what in the fuck? This is real? I don't think I have it, but yeah, it was like one of the most surreal things I've seen my whole life. I was like, what in the fuck? Couldn't even fucking believe it, dude. Either way, buddy boys, hope you guys enjoyed SNC Sunday Night Cope Weekend Chat. Wait, it's not SNC. Wednesday Night WINsel. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Peace out, my dude. See you guys on Sunday Night Cope Weekend Chat. Random Discussion episode 23, I believe. 24, 23. All right, guys. This Sunday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment if you liked the video. Maybe you hated the video. Either way, I don't give a fuck. And never forget, buddy boys, that wisdom is fucking gold. Leave me a donation link if you want. Here's the banner for that. If you want to leave me some shekels here, it's Mystery School at MysterySchoolMS with the $ in front of it. Leave me some shekels if you want to or not. Give a fuck. And yeah, guys, see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed, and cheers.